Yo, 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 what's going on, everybody? How y'all doing today? It's hard getting used to this Seminole T2y shit. This weekend go by fast enough. Anyways, so during this week, I got to drop a video wearing the Florida State T-shirt, so it's gonna get worse this week. So I know y'all ain't looking forward to that. Well, if you're a Seminole fan, you probably will be. But anyways, as you guys know, Miami played Florida State yesterday. Miami lost. Big deal. So what? Move on from it. We 5-5. Wash season, done. Waiting for them to tell Manny Diaz to pack his shit. So let's get into what happened yesterday in college football. As you guys know, on Sundays, we do the breakdown of what happened over the weekend. For the full college football Tonight show, I'm going to try to speed it up a little bit, try to get off here a little bit earlier than, normal. Normally, we'd be on here 2-3 hours just kicking it or whatever, but try to speed the show up a little bit tonight. As you guys know, most of the time it's me, and I'll put the link in the chat, and guys could come on and give their thoughts and opinions on games, the results for college football over the weekend, and, the week coming. So without further ado, I'm going to put the link in the chat. Guys could come on in, whatever kind of fan you are, whether it's a Seminole, whether it's a Gator, college football fan in general. I'm going to put the link in the chat. You guys come on in and we get this thing started. I know you guys really want to talk about that Florida State-Miami game, but, just like Florida State fans be telling us, oh, you guys are so into the past. Well, right now, that game was yesterday, so that's the past. So it is what it is. Move on from it. Oh, man. Link is in the chat right now, so you guys can click on it. Hopefully this don't turn into a let's pick on T2y night because he picked Miami to slaughter Florida State and it didn't happen kind of thing. Look at all these salute T2y. Heard Seminole T2. I can't get used to that. God dog it. Jordan Bowman, what's going on with you?
What's good? I'm gonna give you a break because I didn't, because I got you yesterday, so I ain't gonna I ain't gonna say nothing.
I ain't gonna give you no break though. Did Georgia break Clemson?
Not quite as bad as Florida State broke Miami, but it's close. It's close.
Okay. All right. Totally not depressed. What's going on with you? All right. Well, totally not depressed might be totally depressed. Wow.
Hey man, you good?
Oh, okay. So he's here. So he is totally not depressed then. All right. Yeah, the link's in the chat. Like I said, for anybody that wants to come in and give their thoughts and opinions on the games that happened yesterday. So the big cat in the room, the big fish, the big kahuna, the big moon, the big whatever big you want to come up with. Florida State versus Miami. Now, let's start with you, Jordan Bowman. What did you see in that game yesterday? I'm pretty sure you watched it, correct?
Yeah, I watched it.
What's your takeaway in that game? Good and bad, both sides, Miami and Florida State.
First of all, it was a great game. It was.
It was.
Regardless of who you're rooting for, that game was. It was fun. That was the most fun I've had watching a Florida State Miami game in a while. For Florida State, they went up early. They kind of let it get away from them. But props to them for like when they went down 28-20. I thought it was over, but props to Jordan Travis. He's a winner, man. He stepped up when they needed him, and in Miami, it was you just didn't. It was great coming back and all that, but it just y'all could have put that game away, and just some decisions y'all made at the end. I can't believe Manny Diaz lost this game. Because I picked Miami and I felt pretty confident picking Miami last week, and I should have known. I should have known that Manny Diaz would be the one to lose this damn game.
Guys, I'm in a state of depression now, where I almost jumped off my balcony yesterday. I didn't do it, obviously, but it's like before when we was losing and you like could try to kind of blame the players, but now it's like that's for show us, Manny. Like, come on, Manny. You can't do this to me. This is just, I lost a lot of money. I still owe somebody else money. It's just hurtful.
Yeah, I'm on the fire Manny Diaz bandwagon with y'all.
Yeah, that's it. I mean,
yeah, it's over. It's over for him. Whoever loses this game, their coach is getting fired. This is good for Manny Diaz.
I don't think Mike Norvell was going to get fired if he lost. I mean, Mike Norvell's got a couple years.
He would have been on a very short leash after that.
Listen, since I'm Seminole T2y, I guess Mike Norvell's not getting fired. We not gonna fire him. We too broke to fire him.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, I abstained from picking this game because I knew Florida State with that rushing attack was going to expose Miami's defense. But I didn't want to say anything because anything supporting Florida State on this channel is absolute blasphemy.
But did you see the scheme? Like, they was lining up in some dumb stuff. It was like some of the stupidest. It was like a 3-3-5 at one point, and I was like, why are you doing that?
That's the defense.
Why are you doing that?
I mean,
that's Miami's defense.
Mad all over again. Let me not.
I mean, they should have just done what
you're going to get exposed 90% of the time.
They should have just done. They should have just done what NC State did, and NC State manned them up for most of the game. They did some zone in the middle, and it stopped working. It stopped working, and they were just like, oh, screw it. And so they just played man. I mean, their receivers are terrible. Florida State's receivers are awful, and Florida State fans will tell you.
Hey, don't talk about our receivers like that.
And then they only threw the ball to Charleston Rambo one time in the whole first half. Like, what are you doing? Like, why are you doing this? Their secondary is not good enough to cover him. Come on, man.
Uh-oh, Sarge, get in here, Sarge.
Hey, don't be talking about our secondaries. We had 2 interceptions.
I like this change of pace. Yeah,
I like Seminole.
That guy's a bitch, bro.
Don't bring up the interceptions. I'm still close to the balcony.
I like Seminole T2y.
Yeah, Seminole T2y. I can get along with this.
I can get used to it.
Depression.
Yeah. Imagine being Hurricane T2y and actually believing Miami's good at football.
You know what was funny yesterday watching that game as Seminole T2y. When I saw those orange and green football team come on the field, I was so honored to play them. Having them in our presence. I'm surprised we won the game, but having them in our presence was just glorious. That orange and green looked so good, Nothing against our corner and goal.
Mike Williams, Rob Duke still talking trash in the chat. saying that the Noles are terrible.
The Noles are. Don't talk about us like that. Be nice.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, you only lost at Jacksonville State. Like that's not a bad loss.
I mean, imagine losing to Florida State. I can't relate.
When we lost to JSU, I wanted to go down to South Beach, climb a coconut tree, and just let go.
Yeah, we haven't lost to Florida State in 7 years, man. Like
Florida State is not going to lose to a team that doesn't even have their own stadium.
Oh, you ain't even have to mention that. You could have kept that one to yourself. So you gonna call us homeless like that on in front of all these people? You disrespectful.
Anyways, let's look at
Florida State had to rent out JSU's Florida Stadium just to play Miami. So that's tough.
Oh hell,
man! Oh, I like that. I like that.
I feel exposed.
That's tough. I like that. That's tough. I know a guy named Hurricane T2y.
That's tough.
Saying that.
Oh God.
I gotta link up with Hurricane T2y next week though.
Florida State sent it to the They sent us to the gulag. Great. Now we're the gulag.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah, what the hell does 305 mean?
That's the zip. That's the zip code.
Oh, that's the zip code. All right.
Wow. Wow.
Rude.
Hold on. I'm gonna have to
Oh,
get
they have to sing that low. They have to use a number.
I'm gonna
Wow,
have
that's
to give
sad.
you a treatment
Damn.
for that one, sir. You deserve a treatment for that one.
Shut your stupid ass up. Say that, folks. What did your dumb ass say it?
I said zip code. I meant area code. That was my bad. the zip code is something else.
Damn.
That boy said, "What is 305?" My
I
goodness.
recorded the game, and I might look at it again just to look at it, just to see if I'm crazy.
Can one of y'all explain this stat line? Jalen Knighton, 16 carries, 32 yards, 2 yards per carry.
Damn.
The O line is crazy though. We can't even put that all on Jalen.
I'm not blaming Jalen. I'm just saying how y'all. I mean, he's been so good.
Shout out to
he just. I
shout
mean,
out to OG said, "Now that's a crack pigeon talking." Oh, blood, raw.
That's a crack pigeon. I thought it was a ghetto stork.
Not a ghetto stork. Disrespectful. Where do you come up with this shit?
Seriously, what's a gamecock?
I don't know. It's like a chicken or something. Well, like why you naming your team after a natural disaster?
Wow.
All right, I like that.
Okay.
I like that.
And don't forget those racists up there in
let me guess,
Tallahassee naming their team after an Indian.
So let me guess. When the Gamecocks lose, they drop y'all off at Kentucky Fried Chicken, right?
No, not yet.
Oh,
Where they dropped Miami off in the middle of the ocean.
Got personal.
Popeye's Church's Chicken. Name.
oh
Y'all
Lord.
let me know in the chat.
See, when JSU loses, they drop us off at Dork Campbell Stadium in Tallahassee because that's where our home field is.
Y'all let me know in the chat.
You can't
When
blame
these
us for this damn
Gamecock
stadium.
chickens get whooped, where do they take them? KFC, Popeyes. Y'all name a chicken spot. Put a chicken spot in the
I like
in the
Popeyes.
chat.
And I'll tell you this, Seminole, Miami better be grateful they don't play JSU because we would plant our flag in Hard Rock Stadium. We'd rename it Hardcock Stadium.
But guess what, though? We don't own Hard Rock Stadium.
Why
Mic
it gotta be
drop.
hard? I feel attacked.
Hardcock Stadium.
I feel attacked.
Okay, so I see they got Church's Chicken.
Oh shit.
Oh, hell no. No Popeyes. Popeyes
Popeyes.
is trash.
Rudy's
Popeyes is trash.
Chicken.
Chick-fil-A is the best.
Roscoe's Chicken.
Not
and
Roscoe's.
Roscoe's. Y'all know something?
Damn, Roscoe Chicken and Waffles.
Damn. Anyway, let's talk about these games, man. We getting off track here. I'm trying to make this a speedy show tonight. But anyway, North Carolina versus Pitt. Of course, we watched that game together Thursday. We all saw how that would happen. You know, if you didn't like, share, subscribe, turn on your notification bells, anything like that. Pitt beats North Carolina. Not that it matters anyway. You know, Florida State ended Miami's coastal, whatever you want to call it, the other yesterday. So
our prayers.
let's move on. Cincinnati versus South Florida. Cincinnati handled business 45-28.
Kinda.
Don't let the score fool you. It was a lot closer. They pulled away a little bit later. But nonetheless, Cincinnati got it, you know, number 5 in the country. Not a Power 5 team, trying to be the first, you know, group of 5 to make it into the playoffs. Some might say the committee is biased. Some might say they don't belong in there. Lee Corso. Yeah. How y'all feel about Cincinnati this
They're
weekend?
good.
Yeah, Cincinnati.
They're a good. They're a good team. They're not a playoff team.
If I'd be
that's my thing.
100%, they would beat us. But they would get exposed by Georgia. They would get destroyed.
Yeah.
They would get hurt. Like knock a player into the coach. Oh, coach,
Yeah, Georgia would wreck them.
You left us on the field over here. It's
God
horrible.
forbid Alabama wins the SEC, which they shouldn't. Cincinnati will never get in.
Wow. Georgia handled business convincingly over Tennessee this weekend. Georgia 41, Tennessee 17. Tennessee hanged in there for the first quarter, and then after that, everything went downhill. Georgia did what Georgia been doing all year, mollywopped them.
Except for the first game.
For the first quarter, you know, Tennessee was holding on. Then
imagine losing
that,
to Georgia by double digits. I can't relate. I can't relate.
Wow.
well, we know.
Is there any team Georgia's beaten that's still ranked?
I don't think so.
Oh, no.
No.
I think
Auburn's
every team.
not ranked.
I think Auburn just got knocked out.
I think every team after Georgia play them is kind of broken. Not quite sure.
Kind of like every team that loses to Florida State. I mean, Miami ain't ever going to recover, which is 61st rated recruiting.
Yeah, Miami has not recovered from that one.
All right, so
Let's be Miami fan.
Alabama went on a rampage, 59-3. New Mexico State never had a chance. Bryce Young with his 5 touchdowns in the game.
Oh, they raped them. Okay.
Yeah.
That's great.
All right, so that boy Mario Cristobal, number 3 Oregon, beat the brakes off. Well, they didn't really beat the brakes, but they beat them 14 points.
I have a question.
To the state. Sure, go ahead.
If we I want to know, because I talked to my dad, and he don't think that anybody would even want to take the head coaching job at Miami after everything that's happened in the administration. Do you really think Mario would come? Like, even if we got
the administration, well, it's going to be changes.
Well, if Blake James is still
all that stuff will be revealed soon. Not going to weep and moan about it until it happens.
Miami doesn't need Mario. They have Ed Reed.
Facts.
Ed Reed will single-handedly lead Miami to a national championship.
Yep.
He at least wouldn't let us get
Do me a favor, please. Get out of here. Get out of here, man. Shit, I'm saying.
He wouldn't let us get embarrassed, though. Like, we were getting embarrassed. Like, we damn near lost to App State. Like, shit.
Anyways, Purdue, for the past 2 weeks, has knocked down, ranked teams, blah, blah, blah. Well, Ohio State was not going to be a statistic. Ohio State 59, Purdue 31. The week before they knocked off Michigan State. Week before that, I think if I'm not mistaken, was that Iowa or some other team. Anyway,
it was a few weeks before that, but yeah.
Yeah, so Purdue's streak of knocking off ranked teams has come to an end. Ohio State beat them convincingly, almost by damn near 30 points. So you get the deal. Michigan State survived. Michigan survives Penn State.
Penn State blew that, man. They need to take lessons from Clemson on how to run a fake field goal. My God, I don't know if y'all saw that, but that was one of the worst fake field goals I've ever seen.
Oh, don't make him do that.
Go Noles.
Don't make him do that.
Now, Pope, you asking for too much.
That's hurtful.
No, it's you Seminole T2y, right?
Yeah.
Don't twist that.
Hey,
I don't know a Seminole that would have a problem saying go no.
No.
What they always say.
That's what I got.
You don't let other people talk trash about your team, but you could trash talk your own team now. So don't let me get on my Seminoles now. Don't let me get on my Seminoles now. Anyways,
let me hear your love for the
let me
hear that go Noles. Can you do a tomahawk chop? I just want to see one.
If you do this, you pay. Oh my god! They doing their songs and their movements and shit. But I can't be a part of this.
I love Seminole T2y.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, Michigan State beats Maryland convincingly 40-21. Michigan State bounced back this week. Of course, lost to Purdue the week before. Move on from that real quick because there's a bigger fish to fry right here. Baylor 27, Oklahoma 14. So
damn.
Thank God, no one wanted to see Oklahoma in the playoffs.
Thank you, Baylor.
Have been very hard on Oklahoma. They've been complaining, hooting and hollering, we're undefeated, blah blah blah, and then, well, this kind of proved the committee right, if you ask me. Yep. It was bound to happen. They was winning games closely. Games they should blow out, they win closely. Damn, don't I sound familiar?
Oh my God.
Yeah, I don't know nothing about
Jesus
that.
Christ.
We don't know nothing about winning games closely that we're supposed to blow out. I'm so confused right now. Notre Dame beats Virginia, beat the hell out of them, 28-3.
Fake win. Brennan Armstrong didn't play. Don't count.
Well, Notre Dame's back.
Don't count. Don't count. It ain't an impressive win. Brendan Armstrong didn't play. They're saving him because the game don't matter because they need to prepare for the Miami game. That's what it. Not the Miami game. The who did they play? The Pitt.
Now, as you guys already know, though, Notre Dame every year when the playoffs come around, they rear their ugly heads. Sometimes they get in and get embarrassed, and who knows? This might be one of them years.
There should be an NIL for teams like Oklahoma and Notre Dame.
There should be a what?
Like an NIT game for Notre Dame and Oklahoma, teams that are good but they're not good enough to get in the playoffs.
Oh yeah, that's a great idea. So it would be more like college basketball.
Yep.
It might be okay.
Hey, shout out to CJ. He said they only accept the war chant. Go Braves. Yes.
Yeah, the Braves.
I see Georgia fans in the chat claiming fake titles. I love it. I don't know what that's like. All my titles, all our titles are legit.
Shit.
Hey, that's tough.
Super tough.
TTU gets demolished. They fired their head coach, so right now everybody can take a quick shot at them. 63-17 by Oklahoma State. That's tough. That's
That's hurt.
63. Damn. Yeah, we can move on from that. So Texas, probably the matchup of the weekend.
That's crazy.
Texas A&M goes down to Ole Miss. Lane Kiffin. How about that?
Tapping that ass.
How about that?
Tapping that ass.
They say, how about that? Look at Lane Kiffin. How about that?
Man, he could never.
No.
Ever in life.
It's a shame Jimbo went and lost. That's tough. That's real tough.
They're a good team.
Let's go.
All right, Jimbo.
All right, so we had a nail biter here. NC State versus Wake Forest.
Go Deeks. That's how they do it.
Business. I know all the Clemson fans was pretty upset and mad and lost their mind.
I lost my mind about what? I'm happy. I wanted Wake to win.
Most likely not going to go to the ACC championship. They're wrong.
I don't care about that. NC State lost.
Has come to
Dave Doran lost the game. I'm happy. Dave Doran can kiss my ass. I hope he stubs his toe every time he gets out of bed in the morning.
So with Clemson going down, they're probably going to go down and keep going down. And those Seminoles, we're going to be 12-0 next year. We're going to win the ACC.
Yeah, just remember not to play Jackson State.
Everybody in the whole wide world going to be screaming, no. Anyways, Mississippi State, 43, Auburn, 34.
Auburn channeled their inner Super Bowl Falcons for that game.
Yep, blew a 28-3 lead. That's tough. That's
well, they gave up 40 unanswered. They gave up 40 unanswered points.
Oh, Jesus.
Not too much there. Wisconsin beats Northwestern 35-7. Everybody saw that one coming. Iowa survives Minnesota 27-22. And San Diego State, who nobody cares about, beat Nevada, who nobody cares about. By 2
Anybody
points.
see the Texas Tech game? 62-yard.
Oh yeah, that was nuts, man. Bro, that kid has a leg. He had more room. He could have hit like a 67 yarder if he wanted to.
Yeah,
he had so much leg on that.
Chug more beer in the building. What up, T2y? Smash the like button and subscribe to the channel. Youth family, Canes for life. Appreciate all you Canes fans for coming through tonight. Appreciate everybody for coming through tonight. I see Henry Lee in the chat. I think he got an ear infection.
Damn.
Let me see.
That's tough.
Southern Miss versus UTSA. UTSA stayed undefeated at 10-0, number 23 in the country. Why?
Their coach.
UTSA to the playoff.
Frank Gore's son. Frank Gore's son plays for Southern Miss.
Three undefeated teams remain, and all of college football, only 3 undefeated teams.
Georgia, Cincinnati, UTSA.
Yep. Yeah, Frank Gore's son plays for Southern Miss. He was playing quarterback. He was in the Wildcat. He normally plays running back. It was.
Sometimes it really hurts being a Miami fan.
It's the curse of you guys turning down the orange.
He wouldn't know. He wouldn't know because he's a Seminole. He's.
Yeah.
I know.
We don't know any Miami fans.
I'm in here by myself, guys.
Yep. It's tough being the only fan of your team in a place.
Arizona 38-29. Nobody cares. Utah most likely will go up against Oregon in the Pac-12 championship. We'll see how that plays out.
They got a game coming up.
LSU once again takes another loss, close loss, 16-13 against Arkansas. Arkansas, hey, bowl eligible. Yeah, Arkansas. Look at Arkansas with they 7 win on the season.
Yep.
Okay.
Imagine not having 7 wins.
All right, let's run through
Dang.
That's crazy.
Actually, let's take a look at the AP rankings, see what changed, and then that. As you guys know, the college football rankings most likely will be out on Tuesday, around maybe 7:30ish, if I'm not mistaken. AP poll wise, you have number 1 Georgia, number 2 Alabama, number 3 Cincinnati, 4 Oregon, number 5 Ohio State, and number 6 Notre Dame. So if the playoff rankings were to come out, absolutely not going to look nothing like this. But and then nonetheless, Michigan State number 7, Michigan 8, Oklahoma State 9, and Ole Miss number 10. We're not going to go no further than that. Let's get into week 12. Let's see some of these matches. Let's get some predictions going. I'm kind of rushing it live a little bit tonight because there's some certain things I want to get into, want to watch tonight. So
watch 2001 Miami highlights. I get you, man. I feel your pain.
Now, why would me?
All right, guys, I'm on. I got a class.
That's right. Why would you want to watch? I mean, I'm sorry, 2013 FSU highlights. That's more like watch Jameis Winston.
There you go. I was gonna say why would
I'm gonna leave. I have night class, and I'll bye, guys.
All right, take it easy. All right, let's get into week 12. Let's see these matchups that they got for us. Hey. All right, so not that anybody cared, but San Diego State versus UNLV.
Hey, shout out to San Diego State, man. Shout out to San Diego State.
San Diego all the way. Georgia versus Charleston Southern.
Give me Charleston Southern. Give me Charleston Southern.
Yeah,
Let's
Charleston
go.
Southern with the upset.
They're gonna be the South Carolina team.
They're going to be the JSU to Georgia's Florida State.
Dang.
I'm sorry, I mean Georgia's FIU.
Hey, totally not depressed. What was the score y'all played UAB? Amnesia.
We don't like to talk about it.
All right, probably the matchup of the week, probably the biggest game of the week. Michigan State versus Ohio State. Both coming in 9-1. Ohio State holding that 4th position. Michigan State looking to do a little capitalizing. Who y'all got in this one? Ohio State is a 19.5-point favorite.
Ohio State.
I think Michigan State covers.
No.
Let me know in the chat. Who do you guys have winning this game? Ohio State or Michigan State? Let me know in the chat.
I'm going to say Ohio State because
Ohio State's going to win, but they're not going to cover.
All right. Let Todd get a little bit of this, man. Go ahead, Todd.
I'm going to say Ohio State because they got a better offense, but Michigan State's got a very good defense. So I'm going to go with the tip on that. Okay?
All right.
But like I said, I agree with you. I tell you what, before we do this, in 3 weeks is going to be the game that everybody's going to watch, the Alabama-Georgia SEC championship.
How you
That's
know
going to
Alabama
turn the
gonna
tide.
be
Who's
there?
going to be
How you know
What's that?
Alabama gonna be there?
They got left. The Iron Bowl left in a couple weeks.
Yeah,
They
the
got to play
Alabama clinched
Georgia
the West.
for the SEC championship.
All they have to do is win next week.
I said, don't Georgia?
Yeah.
All right, so hold on. Let's dial back a little bit. I almost forgot about that team in the middle of Florida that was going back. That was going back and forth with Samford. At one point, I thought Samford was the better team, but
Little Bro's keeping it close.
But at the end of the game, Florida upset Samford.
Yeah.
Were you guys watching that game?
I seen the highlights. It was 42-28 at halftime. They gave up 42 points in 2 quarters.
Samford literally gave Florida the game. Samford was going toe-to-toe with them. I think Samford scored on their first 6. They scored out of 5 out of their first 6 drives. Florida could not stop nothing.
That's a shame.
Listen, that quarterback set records on Florida.
Yeah.
Especially in Welch. Georgia. So.
Yeah, that was the most points the FCS school scored on a
FCS school dominated them baby lizards. Dominated. Straight pummeled them.
Hey, has anybody seen Josh Gray? I mean, I looked on his channel. He hasn't made a football video in like a month and a half.
I mean, can you blame him? Damn. So I'm watching the game and I'm like, come on, Stanford. Won't he do it? Come on, Stanford. We counted on you,
Stanford.
Yeah.
And then they went ahead and let Florida upset them. Yeah. Florida upset Stanford. Samford. Damn.
Samford
now, if Samford had pulled that off, I know a guy by the name of Hurricane T2y that probably would have never let them up. I'm gonna have to call that guy next week though.
Yeah, I know him.
Yeah, definitely.
I miss him though, but I like Seminole T2y too. So.
Another good matchup. No,
and it's usually not that difficult beating Samford.
It really is not that difficult.
That's right.
I don't want to talk about FC. I don't want to talk about no FCS schools no more. Okay, we lost to JSU. Leave me alone. Iowa State versus Oklahoma. I'm gonna take Oklahoma for the bounce back.
I got Iowa State.
They're a 5-point favorite, or whatever.
Oklahoma lost to Baylor. I'm gonna go with Iowa State.
It's hard for me to pick Oklahoma.
I can't pick it games
in a row. I picked Baylor last week. Give me. I think Oklahoma bounces back.
Yeah, I'm taking Oklahoma on the bounce back. Texas A&M. I'm not even gonna waste my time on that one.
Oh, hold on now. You give the
I've never heard
some love, man.
Is that one of those no-name schools that Deion Sanders and them play?
I don't know what conference they're in. I don't forgot, but maybe
they're in the SEC. They used to be in the SWAC and Big 12.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, we're gonna take Texas A&M. Whatever point spread come out late.
Why is Clemson favored?
Clemson versus Wake Forest. Oh, maybe it's because Clemson's at home, but they're
Clemson all the points.
We covering, baby. Let's go. It's Dabo's birthday. So
I'm gonna say this first and foremost. I am not a financial advisor, but if I were you guys and you wanted to bet on a game, this probably would be the perfect one to take Wake Forest and lay the points. Wake Forest win this game.
52-38. You think our defense is going to give up 52 points? That's disrespectful. We haven't
Call that man out.
We haven't even given up 30 all year. What the hell? Come on now. Our offense is ass. Give our defense some credit. Jesus, we're not giving up 52.
We haven't given up 21 all year.
Yeah, I was like, what the hell?
Lay the points.
We cover. It's Dabo's birthday. The boys are gonna be playing. They're gonna be ready.
They're gonna be too drunk. Oh, never mind.
There
I'm
it
sorry.
is.
I'll
I'm
take
taking
Wake
Wake
Forest
Forest.
because they got big receivers, and Clemson has a hard time covering tall receivers.
See, there you go. Wake Forest by 10. Wake Forest 28. Oh, nobody picking Clemson? Dang.
Good Lord, Wake's defense is terrible.
Dang, can you imagine
This is going to be a weird ACC championship.
We're not losing. We're
Asking
not
this
losing to Wake by
question a year
double
ago?
digits. I promise you. We're not losing to Wake by double digits. We're gonna be able to score.
Shout
We're
out
gonna
to
move the
Hoodie
ball.
Qualls. He said 28-10.
There we go. That's better.
Wake ain't gonna beat us that bad. Good Lord, man. It's
Man,
going.
that's hilarious,
I can see us. I think I'm gonna pick Wake to win. They're not beating us by double digits.
So how long does fertilizer last? How long does DJ fertilizer last? Maybe 2
Bro,
quarters.
have you seen Wake's defense, man? They ain't got no pass rush. It don't matter.
No,
Our
yeah.
offensive line is terrible, but they ain't going. DJ ain't gonna get
I mean,
sacked.
if I was Wake, I would blitz y'all every freaking down.
Henry Lee said, let's talk about Miami. Henry Lee, man, we Seminoles. We don't live in the past, so we're going to move on from that and leave them alone.
Yeah,
Will Shipley and Kobe Pace are back. They're gonna run all over him. I promise.
Purdue Northwestern. Purdue is an 11.5-point favorite.
I got Purdue by 10.
Yeah, I'll take Purdue.
Purdue.
Yeah, Northwestern's bad.
So you got a 2
That's a
o'clock
garbage
game.
game.
Yeah, that is that's the definition.
That's a garbage
2 o'clock game here is Iowa versus Illinois. How about Illinois football?
Man, respect
I almost
Illinois
want
high
to pick
school
Illinois
football.
because both offenses are just absolute trash.
Hey, I'm gonna disagree. Okay, I was at Springfield, and they broke the state record for the most points scored in a high school game. 169 points. The game was 96-70.
Jesus.
I'm here to tell you right now.
Dude, that was like watching.
We don't care. We don't care.
That's a basketball score.
Man, bro.
Exactly.
Ford and Sanford need to take notes.
One more time for the people in the back.
I'm here to tell you right now. We don't care. Let me tell you, we don't care.
Respect Illinois football. High school football.
Illinois high school football.
Hey, I'll tell you what.
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna go to Byron.
Hey, Seminole T2y. What's your name? Stop disrespecting Illinois high school football.
Let Todd speak, man. Let Todd speak.
Okay. I'm gonna go to Byron. They're play 3A, but I tell you what, Byron put a stud in college and the NFL, and that's Tim Considine.
All right. Well, we'll take your word for it.
Illinois high school football is more interesting than the FCS.
All right. So Notre Dame versus. So we got Notre Dame versus Georgia Tech. Notre Dame is a 15.5-point favorite at home. Who you guys rolling with? I think I'm gonna go ahead and just pick Georgia Tech for the upset.
Yep, Georgia Tech.
You high as hell, Seminole. You okay? Notre Dame.
Hey, I got a kick out of Memphis, man. He didn't bring me my Corky's barbecue, man. The guy's got that little funny red thing I can't see. I like his outfit. You know, he sounds like that guy from the kid from like that Shake and Bake, and I help.
I'm so lost right now. Arkansas versus Alabama. Alabama 20.5-point favorite. Who you guys rolling with?
Bam!
I was going to say Arkansas.
This is a top 25 matchup. Arkansas versus
when
Alabama.
we played Arkansas, there was number 8. Now they're like number 22. I got Arkansas by a
Well, you
field
know how
goal.
you keep raising.
Uncle Lou said
Razorbacks in your front yard, don't you?
Uncle Lou said, "Why is Miami so bad?" Listen, I'm just a lonely Seminole. I don't know.
He's
Ask the
just an
Miami
old
fan.
fan.
No, we don't know no Miami fans.
Yeah, there aren't any Miami fans in here.
Nope.
Not one.
I mean, Clemson fans, they
I
was
think
high
Miami-
for about 3 weeks. After we beat Clemson fans,
We
they
got
was
a
high
Georgia
for
fan, a
good 2
Clemson
weeks.
fan, a Florida State fan, and an FCS fan. No Miami fans here.
Okay.
All right. Anyways,
I think
Cincinnati.
the reason why Miami's been struggling because the curse of Bert are taking down the Orange Bowl. Sorry, guys, they should never took that stadium down. No, too much
probably
history.
True. Probably true.
As a Seminole, I hated going to that stadium. I hated it. They always beat us in that stadium.
Didn't
I think the Hurricanes.
Didn't y'all win the last time y'all went to an Orange Bowl?
I think the Hurricanes have a 58 game win streak in the Orange Bowl, and we was a lot of those whoopings. We took a lot of those whoopings, so that's tough.
I remember watching the ABC. I remember in history watching that Miami play Oklahoma, and I remember during the coin toss, and Alonzo Highsmith was talking to Ryan Clark, saying, "I ain't scared of you, B. All right, let's play." And that was a game that Brian Bosworth got kicked out, and I remember the Miami fans were singing, "Bye, bye, Bosworth. We're glad to see you gone." I remember that game.
SMU versus Cincinnati. Cincinnati 10-0, number 5 in the country. Maybe move up. Maybe stay where they are this week, depending on how the committee feels. But nonetheless, versus SMU, who is 8-2. Cincinnati is a 12.5.
They're going to get back.
I think SMU gets the upset in this one.
I hope so. So we can stop talking.
I think this is the upset week for Cincinnati.
I just want to give a
Cincinnati,
shout out to Cincinnati for
Let's
helping
go
us win the bowl
Bearcats.
game over them last year.
Let's go Bearcats.
Shout out to Cincinnati, man. Shout out
Make
to them.
this job for the committee hard as possible. Make them uncomfortable. Let's go, Cincy.
Are you kidding me?
Keep
It's
on
going
winning,
to be
Cincinnati.
politically fit.
Keep on winning, Cincinnati.
Keep hope alive.
Cincinnati, I'm here for you.
Keep hope alive.
But Cincinnati ain't paying nobody.
Cincinnati,
Who
I'm
had
here
they
for you.
played? Who
Oh,
played?
They ain't paying nobody.
All right, so you got Michigan versus Maryland. Michigan is a 14.5-point favorite. This is a home game for Maryland. Any upset alerts? Upset alerts?
No, not this one.
Maryland's not good.
Hell no.
Their best wide receiver got hurt.
Shout out to Coach Enos.
Yeah, the Michigan's hanging around.
Michigan whooping that ass.
Them Canes Harris in the building with the $5 donation. Canes till I die.
What's a Miami fan donating to a Seminole YouTuber for? I don't. That's
this
weird,
is hot
bro.
treason.
That's weird, bro. You weird.
I appreciate
Shout out to
you,
Trey Young,
King Harris,
42 points.
for the $5 donation. I ain't got no tomahawk and none of that, but we gonna get down anyway.
I made a little bit of money.
All right, appreciate that $5 donation, boss. I can't wait till this week is over.
That was quick.
Why? I thought being a Seminole, y'all won.
No, because I can't wait till the week's over so we play Boston College. What y'all?
Oh, okay.
Who have
That's
they
what I thought.
Who have
What are
they
y'all
played,
talking
bro?
about, man?
They ain't paying nobody.
I was just making sure you were enjoying your
But
experience
Georgia ain't
as
played
an old
nobody.
fan.
Who had Georgia played? Who had Georgia played?
See, my first experience as a no, I went up to Tallahassee. They were supposed to give me a tour of the town or whatever, this and that. We just ended up kicking it at some trailer park.
Oh, damn.
It was a hell of an experience, though. We had a bonfire. We count rocks. We watch grass grow.
Nice.
An experience.
That sounds fun for a lot of people.
Yeah. Nebraska versus Wisconsin. Wisconsin is a 10-point favorite at home. Who you guys got? You think
Whiskey.
You think this is the week 5?
Nebraska's offense is garbage.
When they gonna fire that boy?
Never.
Scott Frost? No, they extended him.
What?
Well, they didn't extend. He's definitely going to be there next year. That's all I know. I think they rearranged his contract or something like that.
I think they lost to Oklahoma by single digits.
Nebraska's beyond sad right now.
So Nebraska don't care about winning.
Oklahoma.
Okay, gotcha. They don't care about winning.
Because they lose by 3 points every game.
Yes, Nebraska and Oklahoma back then was good rivals.
Yep, no power. What's good, my tribal brother?
What's going on there, sweetie?
Virginia versus Pitt.
Pitt.
I'm a pick, but I'm rooting for it. If I'm rooting for
Let's
Virginia,
go Pitt. Go ahead and win, Pitt. Ain't no reason to root for Virginia or Pitt now.
Nope.
Well, yeah, not for Canes fans. Yeah, not for Canes. But I mean, as a Seminole, you don't got a dog in the fight.
I ain't got a dog in the fight.
Right.
I don't think the Canes got a dog in the fight either.
Nope.
No, they just got
UAB. The big bad UAB versus UTSA. You think UAB can pull off the upset and beat them 31-0?
Yep. Yeah, I got UAB on the upset.
You don't think they could beat them 31-0?
Damn.
No. I got UAB upsetting them. That way, Cincy will lose, UTSA will lose, and then we'll be the only undefeated team in the nation.
And that's all that matters.
Sounds selfish.
Yeah, I am. I really am.
They just want to be the only one to be 15-0.
And then they lose to Alabama in the SEC championship.
Yeah, that'd be
put some money on that.
What money? I'm in college. I'm broke, bro.
Hey, put some ramen noodles on that.
Oh man!
I'll give you a whole crate.
All right, BYU. Georgia Southern. Was that the Georgia Southern that beat the Florida Gators? Is this the same?
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Oh, damn. Losing FCS school.
15-0. I don't got a dream about going.
That being said, BYU by 20.
Man, losing the FCS schools, I hate the feeling. I think the only team in the state of Florida that don't lose to FCS school is the Miami Hurricanes. But my Seminoles, we lost to JSU, and I still haven't gotten over it. It still hurt my heart.
You probably never will.
Isn't there another team in Miami that lost to JSU?
Nah, every time I see a flag, I just feel like it's gonna be planted somewhere. I just can't get over it.
Yeah, we try to target Osceola's eye, but our players we miss.
Yeah.
Fuller and Dillingham.
Yeah, that's tough. Syracuse versus NC State. NC State 11.5 point favorite at home.
NC State, Syracuse is.
Y'all just gonna pick NC State.
Give me Syracuse. Sean Tucker gonna run all over that defense.
I'm taking Syracuse for the upset.
Go Orange. Fuck Dave Doran.
Come on, man.
I'm taking Syracuse for the upset.
I hope Dave Doran loses every game. Worst coach in the ACC.
I'm taking NC State for the upset. The big mighty Baylor.
I thought Manny was the worst coach in the ACC.
The big mighty Baylor versus
Dave Doran.
Kansas State.
Baylor.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with Kansas State for the upset.
Baylor Bears.
They don't have no faith in Baylor right now. If you want to bet on this game, either way would be great. There's no line.
I got Baylor by 14.
All right, so
I'll just say Baylor by 7.
I'll say Baylor by 21.
You got Auburn by Auburn versus South Carolina at South Carolina. Auburn is a 6.5 point favorite. I don't think that should be that, but
Bo Nix is out for the year.
After seeing South Carolina demolish, beat the brakes, kick them in the head, push them down a hill. The Florida Gators.
Auburn loves struggling against Gamecocks. Give me South Carolina by 10.
After I seen the Baby Lizards took a beating by South
Did you not see South Carolina against Missouri last week?
I'm convinced that South Carolina can do no wrong. I'm taking South Carolina for the
They just lost to Missouri, bro.
Shout out to Carolina jackpot, man. Carolina jackpot.
Last time I watched South Carolina, they dropped 40 on somebody. Who did they? I don't remember who they dropped 40 on, but they dropped 40 on somebody, and I still believe they can do it again. I'm taking
South Carolina played. Who have they played?
They played that team up there in Gainesville. I mean, I'm sorry. They played that team down there in Gainesville, not up there, down there. Okay. Oregon versus Utah
in a couple of weeks.
I want to see Utah be upset.
I'm taking Oregon all the way. Mario Cristobal getting the job done.
I'm taking Oregon so they can get to the playoff and we can blow them out.
I'm taking Utah. Go Utes. Go Utes, baby.
Utah is the
Let's
favorite.
go.
Utah is the favorite, 3-point favorite in this one.
As they should.
Yes, sir.
Come on, Oregon. We need Oregon first round of playoff so we can give them like 32 yards rushing and beat them by like 16, 17.
But wouldn't you rather have Cincinnati?
No, Cincinnati did us a favor. They did us a favor last year.
So, T2y FSU is going to get the brakes beaten by Boston College.
Boston College?
Don't talk about my Seminole.
Boston College, yeah.
If we win the next 2 games, we will be bowl eligible. Okay? We don't have to eat our cereal out of a cup.
Damn.
Yeah. So all we got to do now is beat Boston College and beat Florida Gators, and we'll be bowl eligible.
I think we got a chance at Boston College because I tell you what, Florida State's front four is a beast, and I think they'll contain that quarterback because I tell you what, Jermaine Johnson is playing out of his ass.
Yeah, imagine if he was still in Athens. Imagine if him and Tyreek was still in Athens. I don't think nobody would score any points against
They wouldn't even be on the field, bro. I don't care.
Yeah, they would because
Tyreek played, but Jermaine.
Well, Georgia might actually win the national championship.
All right, so Ole Miss versus Vanderbilt. I think this one is obvious.
Yep, Vanderbilt.
Ole Miss is a 36.5-point favorite in this one. I'll take them.
Ole Miss by 14.
Yeah, I gotta say Ole Miss.
Yeah.
And last top 25 matchup, we got Oklahoma State versus Texas Tech. Oklahoma State is
Oklahoma State.
All right. Okay, so let's go ACC here and get some of these matchups. You know, is Clemson still alive for the Atlantic, or is it over with?
We're still alive.
All right, so let's take a look into. All right, so matchup that nobody cares about Thursday night: Louisville versus Duke.
Hey, Louisville's been balling now.
Louisville wins this game; they're bowl eligible. Duke win this game, nothing.
Duke, don't even talk about Duke. Duke is ass.
Yeah, Duke is done for the season. So all they would be doing right now is ruining other people's season.
Yeah,
that's tough. Virginia Tech versus Miami. Miami is a 7-point favorite. They're playing at Hard Rock. I heard that Hurricane T2y is going to be at that game at 7:30. I heard that Hurricane T2y will be there.
Oh, it's lost.
7:30.
That's a shame.
I got Virginia Tech beating the Sugar Canes by 17.
Ooh, he said the Sugar Canes.
Wow, that's tough.
Yeah.
All right, so Wake Forest versus Clemson. We already talked about that. Clemson gets mollywopped. FSU versus Boston College. I think we just talked about that one too. I think FSU will win this game. What you guys think?
I think it'll be pretty close.
Time out. Did somebody just fart? I could have sworn I heard somebody just farted just then.
It wasn't me.
I heard something like
you can play the tape back. My shit didn't light up.
Somebody tooting over there.
Man. Anyways, yeah, Boston College versus Florida State. Who y'all got? Boston College is a 2.5 point favorite.
Give me them Eagles. Field your
I'm going to say
COVID.
Florida State by 3.
Give me them Eagles. They're fighting hard.
I know that Boston College has got to go.
Go ahead.
I don't know. I think right now, Florida State's front four can put pressure on that quarterback. But the problem is Florida can't stop the run.
Yeah, so basically, if Florida State were to lose this game, we would not be bowl eligible. God damn it. This shit, oh, God. I can't do this for a week. FS who lost?
You gonna let these Canes fans in here insult your team like that?
Well, we've been horrible. I don't have to defend my nose. I don't have to defend my Seminole. We've been horrible all year. Some of
me that called Miami the Sugar Canes. You're welcome, by the way.
Some of our fans like to pump their chest like, ooh, we beat Miami. So what? We beat Miami. We're still 4 and something. So I'm not pumping my chest. Let's get to a bowl.
Why not, man? Pump your chest, bro.
Let's get to a bowl game.
No, right?
Let's
a real no.
Because if we beat Miami and we don't make a bowl game, it didn't mean nothing. I'm just a real Seminole fan.
So which is worse,
North Carolina,
sugar canes or candy canes?
Yes.
Oh yeah, candy canes.
Here's an easy task for North Carolina to get bowl eligible.
No, it ain't. Them Terriers are gonna come to play.
Yep.
Go Wofford.
The Terriers.
And if you're in the North Carolina area and you have absolutely nothing to do, tickets as low as $5.
Nice.
Damn.
I remember when Wofford beat UNC a couple years ago. Wofford gonna come to play.
Damn.
Yeah, you would think if you lose to an FCS team once, you never play them again.
Yeah.
All right, so
in basketball,
North Carolina for the bowl
that too.
Yeah.
We already talked about those. All right, let's get into the SEC.
Who gives a fuck about the SEC?
I think I think we probably talked about most of them. All of them probably ranked. Yeah, talked about Georgia. All right, Kentucky. Kentucky's not ranked no more. That's tough.
Made us at Kroger Field. That's because we broke them.
I think Kentucky for an easy.
New Mexico State's gonna meet them at Kroger Field.
What is New Mexico State doing scheduling these SEC teams? They don't give a fuck.
They just played Bama. Now they're playing. You know what? They're trying to get that easy money.
That's right.
Easy money. Mississippi State versus Tennessee State. Tickets as low as $5.
Eddie George
if you're in Mississippi and you have nothing to do, go watch Mississippi beat the brakes off Tennessee State.
That was going to be over in the first quarter.
Not the HBCU.
They're about to destroy them.
Let me see. Alabama, what we talked about. Oh, Florida versus Missouri. Battle of
Mizzou.
Let's go.
So let's see who could get bowl eligible. This is
easy money.
I got to root for my fellow Tigers.
Bowl game. So Florida, 7.5 point favorite. This is a home game for Missouri. Over and under is at 69.5. Who you guys take?
It should be 100. This game will be 100 points.
Dan Mullen's done after this game.
Yep. Tyler Beatty from Missouri, he's about to run all over him.
I think Missouri has more firepower than Samford.
So Missouri's going to score at least 55.
Missouri for the upset, later points. Dan Mullen probably get fired. I don't know. Florida like mediocre shit, so they'll keep them. They fans on Twitter though. Oh my God!
Extend Dan Mullen, please.
All right. Oh, here's another good one. Another fight for bowl eligibility. Tennessee versus South Alabama.
USA.
Home game for Tennessee. 27 point favorite.
Shout out to all the ball talk.
Any doubts? Any doubts that Tennessee wins this game? Does anybody have any doubts that Tennessee will win this game?
No.
I would love to have doubts, but I think Tennessee wins.
As a former coach of South Alabama and NCAA 14, I just don't see it, man.
Hey, y'all ready for that new NCAA next year? It's supposed to come out.
I'm excited. Is it next year? I think it's
it is next year. It should be.
It's 2022, man.
I thought it was like 22. I thought it was going to be like 2023.
I think it's next year.
Well, I think that's the name of the game. It calls football 23.
So you got LSU versus UL Monroe. Basically, LSU wins this game. They stay alive to fight another day to get bowl eligible.
Go Tigers. Go
They are
Tigers.
a 28.5-point favorite. They're at home. Any doubts that they win this?
No.
No? Okay. I didn't think so either. All right, let's talk about the Big Ten. Let's see.
Now let's talk about the MAC.
MAC.
Let's get that
Let's
MAC.
talk about Conference USA.
Yes, sir. The worst conference in
I think I'd rather go outside.
That's what they want you to believe.
That's what they. Yeah, I mean, when they add JSU, it's going to change everything.
Right,
Did you see what we did to Florida State? Oh, they ain't ready for it. They ain't ready for it.
JSU will win the conference first year.
Oh yeah,
good matchup to talk about. Texas versus West Virginia.
Same
Both
difference.
sitting at Florida
Tennessee.
at West Virginia, 2.5 points.
Golden blue by two. Golden blue by two.
Yep.
So you're taking West Virginia to throw the Horns down.
Yeah, because I really don't want Golden Blue to destroy that chair again.
Yeah, we're gonna hear some SEC chants.
We don't want
West
Texas
Virginia
or
fans.
Oklahoma in the SEC. Your pass has been revoked. Stay out of our conference.
Texas on this one.
No, West Virginia should join the SEC.
Yeah, they should. They should.
Wow. So
Be a better pick than Texas.
So another South Carolina and Vanderbilt. That's what y'all.
Pretty much. Yeah.
I appreciate you including South Carolina.
Well, if you have nothing to do and you're in Texas, TCU versus Kansas, $4 for a ticket.
Amazing.
Come watch TCU be the favorite.
Oh, this is going to be a good basketball game.
Yep.
Over and under is 66.
It should be 70. It should be 70.
Let's go into the Big Ten.
Rose said it's not coming out until July 20.
That's what I thought. I thought it was like 2023 because they still got to get some legal stuff straightened out because there's still some college.
Shit, if they're taking that long, this game better be perfect.
It's EA, bro. They ain't. It ain't gonna be perfect.
My mistake.
Yeah.
Rutgers versus Penn State. Who you guys rolling with? Do you think Rutgers can get it done and get bold?
I got Rutgers.
You see what Rutgers did to Indiana last week? Rutgers beat the hell out of Indiana last week. I mean, Indiana terrible, but
Rutgers for the upset?
No, I'm taking Penn State.
At Penn State?
I got Rutgers and stuff.
Hey guys, tickets as low as $13. Get your tickets. Get your tickets. $13.
$13. Come on, come on.
Drive all the way up to Pennsylvania. Hell no.
All right, so here we got another game. 3:30 up in Indiana. Minnesota versus Indiana. Tickets as low as $6.
Nice.
Indiana's quit. Give me Minnesota. Minnesota.
Yeah, Minnesota.
Minnesota is a 7-point favorite, basically.
Yeah, that's easy money.
Easy. All right.
Hey, reality music entertainment said no nation about to take over the state again.
Ain't that right, Seminole T2y? I know you agree with that.
Sometimes I hate my.
Well, looks like Jason needs to come.
Sometimes I hate my Seminole family members. We just we so.
Bro, they get a win over Miami. They're like, hey, we about to take over the state. They lost to JSU, but they gonna take over the state now.
It's a virus.
Let's talk some Pac-12. Let's see. Did we come on
FSU 19? It's contagious.
All right, so you got a 1-9. Can Washington State get bowl eligibility?
No.
Yeah.
Sure, why not?
They're a 15-point favorite in this game at home.
Hell, $6 might as well.
1-9. Tickets as low as $6, guys.
Yeah, because it's probably gonna be like 27 degrees up there.
Yeah, you up in Pullman, Washington, bro. Up in the Jesus Christ.
Washington versus Colorado. Colorado at home, meaningless game. Can Washington survive to try another week for bowl eligible?
They just fired Washington. Just fired Jimmy Lake. So
Yep.
All right, UCLA.
They didn't even give that man. They didn't give the brother 3 years.
We got UCLA versus USC. Can USC survive another week?
No.
Eligible.
No.
All right. We'll move on from that. Cal versus Sanford.
California Bears. Golden Bears.
Just give me Berkeley all the points.
This is a meaningless game. Both teams basically. Well, Cal can survive and probably get to next 3 wins. Nah, I doubt it.
Yeah.
Nah.
Arkansas State versus Oregon State. That should be a good one. I mean Arizona State. What the hell did I say? Arkansas. Arizona State versus Oregon State.
Arizona State.
I'm going with the Beavers. I'm a big fan of Beavers.
I know.
Right,
I bet you are.
Damn.
Let's do this one segment before we wrap it up tonight, guys. The rankings. The playoff rankings comes out this Thursday night.
Yeah, about that.
Now, looking at the AP, let's look at the AP. So, number one, let's just do the 1 through 6 for this week for the playoff rankings. If you had to rank them, who would you put at number 1?
Put Alabama at number 1. I got Alabama at number 1.
I think Georgia for now, but Alabama doesn't belong at number 2.
Okay, so for your number 2 spot, who would you put?
I put Georgia at number 2.
How about you, Georgia?
I'm gonna put Ohio State at number 2.
Yeah, I'd put Ohio State there too.
All right, number 3 spot.
Ohio State.
Oregon.
Yeah, Oregon.
And the number 4 spot.
Oregon.
Cincinnati.
Michigan's. I don't.
Y'all know
Alabama.
Cincinnati almost lost to Naval Academy, right? Y'all know that, right?
All right, so for the number 5
and the Naval Academies are tough.
So for your number 5 spot.
Alabama.
Oregon at number 5.
Oh, he said Alabama at number 5.
Oh, I done forgot my top 5. Hold on, wait. I said, hold on. Georgia,
I'm not
Ohio
putting
State.
Alabama in the top 4 unless they beat Georgia.
Yeah, Georgia, Ohio State, Alabama. I don't remember what I said. I done forgot already.
And then 6 on down is the same for me.
So I'm gonna go Georgia, Oregon, Ohio State, Cincinnati, and at number 5, Alabama.
This is why I don't be getting in the rankings like that. I don't be making like I just.
And shout out to Bama Moore, who made a 30-minute video saying that Tennessee was going to beat us. Shout out to Bama Moore.
All right, guys. Well, we'll see how this week goes. Good matchups, Big Ten football, some good ACC football, SEC or whatever.
Yep.
Appreciate you guys for coming through. Appreciate y'all for hitting that like button. We'll catch you guys again the segment next week.
Let me hear that. Go Noles.
Yep, go Noles.
Good night.
Oh. Yeah, appreciate you, Seminole.